Oh my god, we're not gonna talk about that. Hey guys, it's Gary. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been months. This is like my fifth time wanting to come back to YouTube and doing YouTube videos. But honestly, okay, so this is what's happening. Today we are talking about video games, and that is actually what I want my channel to kind of turn to, is where I talk about video games. I have some cool segments I want to try to do, so I need to start recording those. Um, but anyways, today we are talking about one thing and one thing only, and that is the Nintendo Switch. Why? Because my baby. So me and my baby make a year. Okay. Now this is going up tomorrow, hopefully. So it will be a year that the Switch has been out. I'm recording this the day before. A little bit of some Splatoon shirt to kind of get in the mood, you know. But we're gonna talk about the Switch. I just want to talk about it, what I love, what I hate, and how it's been for a year, you know. I think I want to talk about the negatives first, which isn't a lot. So one negative for me, I think this is a very personal problem. It didn't happen to everybody. It hasn't happened to everybody, I don't assume. But we all know that when Switch first came out, there was this thing about the Joy-Con and how the left one would kind of desync and kind of go all jank and wonky. Well, for me, it's actually the right Joy-Con that's messed up. So for some reason, and it's always been like this, always. I never sent it in to get fixed though, so that's partially my fault. But for the red Joy-Con, which is the right Joy-Con, the control stick is messed up, and I don't know why. I don't know why I got a messed up control stick, but it'll move like games when I play like Resident Evil or like Bayonetta or anything, Splatoon, like when it's shooting, even Zelda, when I was playing Zelda when it first came out. It gets stuck and it like continues to move when I'm not moving it, and so even when I go calibrate it, you have the little circle stuff and it'll go down and then I'll let go and it'll stay down. So that's a big negative. Another negative, I think we've all complained about the kickstand. When I use it, I hardly ever use it. It's just so flimsy. This is all reoccurring stuff. But actually, a negative I have about my Switch, and I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but let me know. So my Switch feels cheap, which doesn't make much sense, but I feel like my Joy-Con move way too much when it's with the console. Like, do you hear that? Listen. Like, that's hella, and it feels, I don't know why my Joy-Con feels so plasticky. So my brother has a Switch, he got the gray one, and his feels more, when you're holding it, it's a different feeling. Like, it feels more sturdy, it feels more, I guess, almost matte, if that makes any sense. Like, I really feel like mine just feels like a cheap toy. So I thought, well, maybe it's because it's the red and blue Joy-Con. But my sister-in-law just recently got her Switch these colors, and hers feels also very, very sturdy. I think what's making it feel plasticky is the fact that it moves so much, and I want to get new Joy-Con. I want to get the Splatoon Joy-Con to see if it was just my Joy-Con that happened to be like the weak ones, I guess. I don't know. That's really my only dislikes for the system. Well, the eShop could use some work. Definitely. It's very cluttered. I think we can all agree on that. Battery life, with Bayonetta specifically, lasts literally nothing. Like, it lasts like 2 hours. It's so ridiculous. I mean, I don't really know what they could do for that battery option, because then, you know, that can cause problems. But I mean, I'm fine with the battery life. It's just specifically with Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 1 that I feel like it doesn't last at all. So that's my complaints about the Switch. After a year, I mean, I've used it almost every day. I play this thing whenever I can. I play it evenly. I know there's people that play it just in handheld, some people play it just in docked mode, but I actually play it pretty even. When I get the chance, I play it in dock. But when I want to like just be away from, like, usually it's in my room or whatever, or like here in the dorm, in my dorm in college, especially in, so let's start talking about, let's talk about the positives. Why the Switch is great after a year. First, my life right now is a college life. I go to class, I get up, go to class. I'm hardly ever in my dorm. Sometimes I'm always with friends, or just not in my room. And it's just so cool to freaking be playing something in the middle if it's not online. And I can just yank it out the dock. And I'll go and I'll be playing fucking Splatoon or Zelda or Mario Odyssey, like these big ass games, and I'm just playing them away from my TV, which is just one of the coolest things I think I've ever experienced. The hybrid nature of this thing is literally amazing, and we'll see if the other companies catch up and do hybrid systems at 1.2, but it's just, it's genius. The other thing is the games. The games have been so amazing, guys, like so amazing. Wow, like, and I don't even have all the games I want. I'm missing so many. I'm missing Mario and Rabbids, I'm missing Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I'm missing Skyrim, Doom. Like, there's just so many games I'm missing. Fire Emblem's Warriors, but the ones I've played have just been, I have not hated any game I bought. Well, I didn't like Has-Been Heroes too much, but other than that, like Zelda, Odyssey, contenders for Game of the Year, Zelda 1 Game of the Year. Need I say anything else?
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Fuck yeah!
Splatoon 2, I've put in 300 and like, let me check actually really quick. 315 hours I have put into Splatoon 2. That's nothing compared to some other people that I play with. I see them, they put in like 600, 700 hours, but for me, that's, holy shit, that's good. Resident Evil, I bought both Revelation games, and I've been playing those so much. Bayonetta, I've been playing Bayonetta so much. Enter the Gungeon, 65 hours. Odyssey was just amazing. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Earth Wars, Golf Story, Graceful Explosion Machine, Voez, like, people were mad because, people were mad because the system did not launch with, like, AAA games out the ass, but now, a year later, there's more than enough to keep you busy for a long time. And the games have just been great on this thing. Nintendo has come back. And I love the games so much. Next positive, which I didn't think would be a positive, Switch Pro controller. This thing, I didn't have it for the longest. I just got this. Okay, I was fine with the Joy-Con. The Joy-Con and putting it in the Joy-Con grip was fine. Playing it handheld was always fine. So I thought, I don't need to drop $70 for another remote controller. But y'all, let me tell you, I'm a fool. I was a fool for thinking this was not worth the money. I spent more than the $70. I paid $84 for this because I could not find the Splatoon one anywhere. I found it on Amazon and it was $84, and I said, you know what, I have the money, I'm gonna just drop it and get it. And it's been, the gyro control in here, the joysticks feel so good, the triggers could do a little bit better, the buttons are really big, I like that, I like the positions of the home and the screenshot, the plus and minus, and it just feels good. And this is all I play with now. And I was a fool for thinking I didn't need a Pro controller in my life, because clearly, I do. Next, I mean, a little personal, I guess. You know, I've been going through some stuff while here in college. I've been going through some situations, and my Switch has just been there for me. Like, it's brought me fun, it's brought me entertainment, joy, and like, it's here, and it's been here for a year, and I'm so excited to see where the Switch is gonna go next, what's gonna come out next, what games are gonna come out next, what ports are coming, what the Switch had a damn good year, okay? And this is the first system that's mine. Like, I've had a GameCube, I've had a Wii, I've had a Wii U. None of them have I ever bought for me. Like, they were given to me as a gift, or we shared them as the family console. But the Switch is mine. This is my baby. I've paid my $300 for this, and it's the best damn $300 I've ever spent. Alright. My roommate's on here, so I keep thinking he's coming back, and I'm like, I gotta stop recording. But best $300 I've ever spent. If you do not have a Switch, I can't recommend one enough, especially if you consider yourself a gamer, because this thing is amazing. It's so good, and I have had one of the best years of my life gaming wise. Just play this thing nonstop. I can't say no good about it. It has its flaws. We all know that. It has its flaws. It has its things they can tweak. Like, I know I've seen some edits where they get rid of the bezel, and just that in itself makes the Switch look so much better. So hopefully one day they release like a bezel-less Switch, almost like phones, the way the phones are going. It's been a year. Best $300 I've ever spent. One of the best investments I've ever spent. And you guys, if you do not have a Nintendo Switch, I recommend you go out and get one. If you have the little bit of the extra money, you really don't need it, but the Pro Controller is just so nice. I do recommend it. It's not a must-have, but, you know, it'll change your life, which is ridiculous, because I never thought I'd say that about the damn Pro Controller. But if you have the extra money, get that. It's just, oh God, the Switch has just been so amazing. It's been an amazing year, and that's all this video is. This is my way to celebrate the Nintendo Switch, just talking about how great it is and how it's helped me and how it's provided me entertainment, hours and hours and hours of entertainment. I might do a video where I do like kind of what's on my Switch. It's not too much, but you know what I have, and let you know what I think about some of the games. And stay tuned, because I will be releasing other videos, and my channel is gonna turn into a type of gaming channel. I want it to be, I'm trying to think of how can I be different from all the other gaming channels, but right now I think I should just start pushing out videos and then slowly try to figure out a way I can like twist things or be different. One of the things you can expect though is non-reviews. So I want to talk about the video game but not review it. Okay, so I don't want to give it a score from 1 to 10 or from 5 to 5, or like, I'm just going to talk about it and tell you, kind of like how GameXplain does it, I guess, but there's our reviews, because they're like, they love it, they like it, whatever. I just want to talk about the game, the good, the bads, and then just so you have another voice out there of what the game was like for me. And they're going to be kind of reviews, but I'm going to call them not reviews, because they're not going to be traditional like pros, cons. Like, I'm going to just talk about the game the way I want to talk about the game, what I enjoyed from the game, what I didn't like from the game, and then that's it. So look out for those. I'm going to be doing them for games that have been out, like already. Celeste, Into the Gungeon, both Bayonetta games, maybe Mario Odyssey, maybe The Legend of Zelda, maybe all the bigger games. I kind of want to stay on the eShop games right now though, like Earth Wars and Ghost Story. But those will be the next videos coming up, and I just wanted to talk about the Switch. It's been a year. It's been a great year. So excited to see where this thing goes. And expect more videos, and they're going to be about video games now. So that's going to be, I've always wanted to just talk about video games. I just thought I kind of want to go to the vlog style, kind of go to the, you know, because I had a channel before this that was video game related. And that was the best time that I had. And also, this is what I want to do in my career. Here's a PR major in my university. And I want to be able to one day just talk about games, get the word out there, and have people get them. So I might as well start practicing now. So until next time, guys, enjoy your Switch if you haven't. If you haven't, go get one. It's been a great year, and let's see where it goes from there. All right, see y'all later.